Have you ever gotten that unsettling feeling that you're not alone in your house? That nagging sensation that something isn't quite right? Maybe you hear strange noises at night, like footsteps or objects shifting, or perhaps you notice things seem to be slightly out of place, defying explanation. For one homeowner, this uneasy feeling, this sense of being watched, turned out to be far more than just a feeling. It was a terrifying reality. Someone was actually living in their attic, hidden away, unseen. It all began with a series of increasingly unsettling occurrences. The homeowner, diligently reviewing their monthly expenses, noticed that the electricity bill had inexplicably spiked, significantly higher than usual. Despite no apparent changes in their energy consumption habits, this was the first unsettling clue. Then, they started hearing unusual scratching and thumping noises emanating from the attic space, particularly during the quiet hours of the night. These sounds, seemingly originating from above, grew more persistent and pronounced, creating an atmosphere of growing unease. At first, they tentatively dismissed the noises, attributing them to an animal, maybe a squirrel or, more likely, a raccoon, making its way around the roof. But the sounds persisted, night after night, and they started to get louder and more frequent, becoming a constant and unwelcome presence. Driven by a mixture of curiosity and growing apprehension, one particularly unsettling day, the homeowner decided to investigate the source of these mysterious disturbances. Armed with a powerful flashlight, casting long dancing shadows, they cautiously, step by step, climbed into the dimly lit, dusty confines of the attic. The scene that greeted them was utterly shocking and profoundly disturbing. There, tucked away in the shadows, was a makeshift living space, a clandestine haven. It was complete with a rudimentary bed, constructed from scavenged materials, a collection of personal belongings scattered around, and, most chillingly, a small stash of food, indicating a prolonged period of residency. Someone had been living in their attic without their knowledge, hidden in plain sight, a silent and unseen intruder. Understandably, the homeowner was utterly terrified, their sense of security shattered. They immediately contacted the local police department, who swiftly arrived at the scene and apprehended the squatter. The individual, once brought down from the attic, was revealed to be a young man who, it turned out, had been recently homeless and desperately seeking shelter and a safe place to stay. He had, with some ingenuity, discovered an unlocked access point to the attic, and, taking advantage of the opening, had been living there undetected for several long and arduous weeks. The police conducted a thorough investigation of the situation, carefully assessing the extent of any damage caused to the property. They determined that, thankfully, the squatter had not caused any significant, lasting damage. However, the homeowner was still left reeling with a deep sense of unease, a wave of profound violation, and a multitude of unanswered questions. How long, exactly, had this person been living in their attic, hidden just above their heads? What were their true intentions, and what might have happened if the situation had escalated? And, perhaps most unsettlingly of all, how could they have gone unnoticed for so long, evading detection and seemingly living a secret life within the very walls of their home? This unsettling story serves as a stark, compelling reminder of the paramount importance of home security. It underscores the critical need to regularly and meticulously check your property for any vulnerabilities, any potential weak points, such as unlocked doors or windows, or hidden, easily accessible access points, like the one in this story. Furthermore, it is highly advisable to strongly consider installing strategically placed security cameras and motion sensors, both inside and outside the home, to deter any potential intruders. Consider also implementing measures to keep your attic and all other storage areas securely locked or otherwise inaccessible. These seemingly small steps can make a world of difference. Fortunately, in this particular unsettling case, the situation was resolved peacefully, and, thankfully, no one was physically harmed. But the reality is that it could have easily turned out very differently, with potentially tragic consequences. This homeowner was incredibly fortunate that they discovered the squatter before any truly irreparable damage was done, either to the property or, far more importantly, to themselves. This gripping story is a testament to the undeniable importance of being constantly vigilant, paying close attention to your surroundings, and taking proactive steps to protect your home, your possessions, and, above all, your family. Stay safe out there, be aware of your surroundings, and always trust your gut instincts. If something feels even slightly off, if a situation evokes a sense of unease, it's highly probable that your instincts are correct, and action should be taken.